So we're going to study some shapes and their properties, and the first thing we're going to look at is symmetry. Objects reflected or rotated. So the first thing we're going to look at is line symmetry. So I need you to write down the definition of what a line symmetry. When an image has two identical reflected halves drawn, if you can draw a straight line through the object so that one side is equal to the other side, we then say that it has line symmetry. Line symmetries can be vertical, horizontal, or any kind of diagonal. And here's a fancy new word for diagonal: oblique. So the shape that's there has three lines of symmetry drawn already. Are there more? Or is that all that shape has? In other words, is there any other ways you could cut it perfectly in half? We could add this one, right? We could add this one, this one, this one. Oops, that one is not quite right. There we go. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why wouldn't I call this one number 9? Because it's already been counted. And what kind of shape was this? It was an octagon. Do you know what shape has the most lines of symmetry? A circle. Because it could just, like, anywhere that you draw a diameter would be perfect. So it would have an infinite amount. So the question is, some things appear to be symmetrical, but they're not quite. For example, your face. It looks like you've got an ear on both sides, you've got an eye on both sides, eyebrows on both sides, a nostril on both sides. But if you would actually take somebody's face and cut it in half, it's not quite symmetrical. Yeah, there should be an app that does that, right? There probably is. So here's the original guy, right? I guess he's got his skinny half and his not so skinny half. I like that hairstyle. I should go with that. That's gonna be where it's at. So we got 3 letters there. Do they have a line of symmetry? Yes or no? And can you draw the line of symmetry for those 3 letters? Do any of them have more than one line of symmetry? You're just supposed to draw the line of symmetry. I'm going to. Did you find out it was this one for the letter A? And the letter C like this? And the letter D like that? Are there any that have more? Or did they all have only one? Only one? I think so. Okay, what about the butterfly? If you cut it in half this way, it's symmetrical on the other side. Canadian flag. Now, for number F, mine looks thicker. Is it? But it might be a optical illusion. Is it the same thickness on yours and the same length? It looks longer. Okay. If it was the same thickness and the same length, this is where your reflection would be. But if it's off a little bit, it might be none. Oh, what do you see in G? Two people looking at each other? Or a vase. Famous picture. Oh, you didn't even see? I'll give you another puzzle. Ready? See if you can figure out the puzzle. What is it trying to do? Now, there's no symmetry in this one, but it's a puzzle. It's a bad puzzle. How many people just see a bunch of black lines? Yeah. It looks like a word. It says a word. Can you see the word? Raylan was right. Yeah. Yeah, no. All right. So now we have some with more than one line of symmetry. Your job is to draw them all. All the ways you can cut these in half. So these ones, how many ways can you cut them in half? For the first one, did you get 4? Second one, did you get 3? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we already did this one. But I'm having too much fun with these colors. Woo! That's pretty. Did you get 8 for number C? Number C. All right. And finally, the letter H. Is it longer on the bottom? If it was perfectly in the middle, the answer would be 2. If you would argue that it was drawn longer on the bottom, then the answer would only be 1. Looks longer on the bottom? So on a quiz or a test, you could ask a question like, is it supposed to look longer on the bottom like that, or are they supposed to be the same? That would be an okay thing for clarification. So here, you have to draw a rectangle. Well, that's a square. I'll just draw it by hand. Yeah, thanks. I worked really hard on that one. And so you'd have 1 here and 1 there if we had drawn a rectangle beautifully. There's a perfect circle in there somewhere. First one was good? Yeah. Yeah, a circle has infinite amount of ways you can cut it in half. It is the one that has the most. Ooh. You did this one already? So now, you'll get questions like this. Can you draw the other half? Well, we'll see. Sometimes what you can do when you're drawing the other half is you can take, and this is where mathematics comes involved, you look at the distance that something is away, All right. Well, not bad. Okay, now do a little comparison. You got yours. Oh, versus Nora's. I like Nora's the best. Cass's sucks. He hasn't started. Not bad, not bad. Can check him out. Ooh. Oh, Judah's is pretty good. Better than, I gotta check with Nora's. No, I'm still thinking Nora's. Raylan's is looking pretty good. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Not bad. Oh, that's looking good. Okay. All right. Oh, but better than mine. Okay, challenge is up. Okay. Haley. Haley, here you go. Red pen first. Oh, she challenged me. Here we go. There you go. Do the red first. I know, here we go. It's pretty good. It's all right. Not bad, not bad. You're doing all the red first. Oh, it's green. I'll give you the green pen. Yeah, and then grab the. Oh, you got one more star, one more star. You gonna do this star last? No, no racing, no racing. Just ignore that line. Just straight up. There we go. And then one more star, one more star. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Aye. Not bad.
You were off to a great start, and then it just kind of went down.
All right, I'm gonna, oops. All right. I'm gonna give it a try. Here we go. Oh! There we go. All right, so now we have this shape here. It's pretty light on, does it show up on yours pretty good? There it is in blue. Okay? Each drawing below shows half of a figure. Draw the other half if you do a reflection in a horizontal line going through y equals 3. So here, we have to know, what does the line y equals 3 look like? I put a box around it in red. Y equals 3 is a horizontal line where every y coordinate is 3. So if you think on your y-axis where the number 3 would be, there we have the line y equals 3. Okay? Now, if you reflected it over that line, one of the things that can be really helpful for drawing is counting. For example, this point right here, which I've labeled in green, can you see that that is 2 away from the red dotted line? So we could go 2 away down below and get that dot. This purple dot right here is 2 away from the line. So I count 2 away from the line and get the purple dot down there. This point is on the line, this point is on the line, so when I go to draw it, it's reflected over perfectly. Sometimes when we just try to eyeball it, we might be off a little bit. But if we use the mathematics and count how far something is away from the line that we reflect it, then we can get the shape even better. Here's one for you to try. Here are the 4 points originally. This one's reflecting in x equals 2. So an x equals line, you have to think, where is my x value 2? So I look on my x-axis, and I draw a line through all the points that x is equal to 2. That will be a vertical line. So horizontal lines are always y equals. Vertical lines are always x equals. How did you do? So the last one, if you want to reflect it over QR, here's Q, here's R. There's your dotted line. Here's your original picture. Now you're going to reflect over a diagonal line. For example, let's look at this green point right here. Can you see that it's straight to the diagonal line would be like this? And so straight across that point would be there. This purple point right here. If I go straight to the line, it's 2 away, so I go straight to the line, 2 away. Our new picture is going to look like that. And now when we draw our new picture, does it look like the red line cuts it perfectly in half? So we're going to get one of our quizzes back today. I just have to mark one more. But at the end there, you saw there was some questions to take out your textbooks and try.